Okay, time now is 8:10 a.m. on October 20th. Um, Slept from 3:55 to 8:10 a.m. Yeah. Oh my god. I thought I could handle it, but then I realized I can't. Once again, I regret saying yes to go to church. After today, I'm done. Like, another 2 months of not going to church. Like, I just cannot do it. I just cannot. It's just waking up early and torturing yourself for nothing. Yeah, after this, I'm done. Because this really, really sucks. And last night I could have slept earlier, but the Discord call with Michelle lasted 3 fucking hours. And 2 hours into the call, I already told her, like, hey, I gotta go. This is getting late. But it kept going on and on and on and on and on. It wasn't 3 hours, it was just 2 hours and 40 minutes ish. It just kept going on and on and on and on and on. Michelle loves spending a lot of time talking about the one thing. I understand that he has a lot to say, but still. He's planning to move now, or like he's planning to move in the future. He's not moving now, but she finds it really stressful staying at her place right now. Because of the whole thing. So yeah, thankfully I still did most of the stuff I planned to do yesterday. Watched a lot of movies. I watched one film. I finished an anime. Started another one. But yeah, I didn't draw last night, so I gotta do it today. I didn't do the quiz last night, so I need to do it today before 11:59. Have to keep that in mind. Not the end of the world, I can just do it today. But yeah, I think I woke up like 4 times before the alarm rang this morning. I don't know why. I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, am I late for church? And I'm like, there's no way. My phone alarm hasn't rang. So I'm not that late. I'm not late. Oh my god. I hope I sleep earlier tonight. Like 3:30, and then I wake up at 8:50 tomorrow. That's like more than 5 hours. I need that. Yeah. Um Man. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Ugh. Shit, I haven't done the marketing for my short film. I need to start making memes for my short film. Yeah. Okay, time now is 8:24 p.m. Yeah, so it's been a long day, and not really, it's not been a long day. I don't know what I'm talking about. I woke up feeling dead inside and went to church. Again, I regret this. Like, I really don't want to go to church. Um, and Yeah, fuck it. I didn't realize this, but it's been over 3 freaking months since I've gone to church. 3 months and 2 weeks, I believe, because I checked my Google Doc where I write down what happens every day briefly, like summarize what happens every day. I searched and I found out that the last time I went to church was July 7th, which is a couple days before I left LA and returned to Hong Kong at the end of round four. So it's in 3 months, but it's crazy because it didn't feel like that long. In fact, yeah, for some reason, I feel like I just came back to LA, even though it's been like 2 months since I've been back in LA for round five. It feels like not much has happened, and I don't know, it just feels like it didn't feel that long. 2 months didn't feel that long. Um, yeah, yeah, anyways, went to church. The church teacher picked me up. It was nice, and then I arrived, and I, for some reason, thought that no one's gonna show up today. And a number of people did, but yeah, I was just chilling. I didn't expect myself to fall asleep because even though I only slept for 4 hours today, ish, yesterday I had a really good sleep. But no, in the church sermon, I stood up and they did a lot of weird shit for the church sermon today. They did a presentation on this group of people, like middle aged slash seniors, who went back to Hong Kong recently to spread the gospel and then came back to LA, which is their home base, even though they're all Hong Kongers. And um, they sort of like lined up and sang a gospel song together, and then afterwards there's like a little, like a mini play that is also in promotion of that program. And then we have a little bit of sermon, just a tiny bit, and I fell asleep during that part, even though I didn't plan to. And it sucks even more because someone I know, this guy who's getting married in 2 months, he sat next to me. He's like, hey, you know, I sat down and I fell asleep, and then we got free lunches, so that's pretty fucking crazy. I was prepared to pay for lunch today, but apparently that was not necessary because free lunches are a thing today. So I came on a good day. I came on the right day. I really did. So there were free lunches at the gym room at the church, and yeah, and it was like very lame, like just white rice and pickled radish and a little bit of scrambled eggs, and they're like kind of tough, and then this black sauce thing, which I didn't know what it was. Apparently, it was like cha chang, as in cha chang myeon, like Korean styled sauce, but it wasn't Korean styled at all. It just felt like regular salty sauce with chicken and onions inside. It was a very small rice box, but it was good that I didn't have to pay for anything and I could have lunch. So because of that, I didn't have to spend too much time outside today. Right afterwards, the other Enoch brought me home, and at around 12:30, I'm home. And once again, I got a stomachache. I feel like every time I wake up super early and I try to eat food, I just get stomachache. Like this morning, I actually debated myself whether I want to eat food or not. Because I'm just not hungry. Like if I have to wake up and within 30 minutes of waking up, I can't eat anything. I just can't. But I force myself to eat some nuts, like some cashew and, the trail mix, almonds. So I came back home and I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm gonna have a re-sleep because I need that shit. So I went back to sleep from around 1:45 to 3:40 p.m. And then after that, I'm like, no, I need even more than that. So I woke up at around 4:20 p.m. So that was pretty nice. And I remember sleeping, and I had a dream again. But then again, the dream isn't that memorable. Maybe my memories, like maybe I have memory issues now. But I had a nice dream, and I woke up, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go to school. And I'm like, oh wait, it's the afternoon. It's an afternoon nap. I thought it's the morning. Um, but yeah, it was nice. And I got real hungry again because the lunch was nothing, and I technically didn't have breakfast, so I had some Cobb salad, and now I'm feeling really hungry. But yeah, and it's been really slow. I just don't really have the motivation to do anything, even though I did plan to do quite a bit today. Um, but I just now spent a little time editing my latest short film, The World Is Not Enough, which, again, I'm really excited for, even though it sounds terrible. There are some insane audio issues, and I didn't even notice it. But there are some insane audio issues. I may have to ask the actors if, in an extreme case, I may have to ask the actor and actress to re-record their lines, and send it to me over like Google Drive or something. But that would take forever, and I wouldn't prefer doing that because that would take forever. But another thing is, I actually, for the last 2 hours, I've been brainstorming what kind of memes I can come up with um, for objects in Mirror, and I came up with 8 pretty good memes. The thing is, I can't meme my own short film because it's not that funny, and I don't know. I'm just, as the writer director of the short film, I'm not at a position where I get to laugh at things. Whereas in Ends and Means, I get to turn everything into a meme because I'm the underdog, and whenever I'm the underdog, I for some reason my sense of humor just goes way off the charts, and I love making memes of everything and making fun of everything because I'm like the jester. So brainstorming memes was pretty difficult. But yeah, I made some cool memes and I'm gonna post one by tonight. And then that's it. I'm gonna attempt the animation class quiz right now, and then afterwards I'll either watch a little bit of a film or I'll just have dinner, which I believe I'll be having pork belly, cabbage and mushrooms, and rice. I realize I don't have any Western vegetables. Otherwise, I probably had gone for a pork chop or um, breaded shrimp, but I don't think I need more meat than breaded shrimp today. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm definitely eating the lemon bars tonight. Trader Joe's lemon bars. They're really really good. And yeah, hopefully I have enough time to do everything, and hopefully I fall asleep early tonight. And yeah, that's it. Also, Colin, he directed a play apparently, and also he's like hanging out with Maisie, the TA, and like did some graffiti on a wall. I'm not surprised they both of them know each other, and I'm not surprised both of them are kind of like alt, kind of emo, kind of artsy. I want to join the gang, but I want to be in my own league as well. I want to be of my own league. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Um, you know, I've been over the last couple of months. I've been thinking about my personal image quite a bit, and I realize that there really is no end to this struggle. Like, I will forever, be worried about my image. And the only way I could face this is to just let it be. Just be myself. Here's a mental exercise. What if I look at myself from a third person point of view? Like, what if I'm not me? What if I'm some unnamed classmate that I have classes with? sitting over there, there's an Asian dude, and his name is Enoch. He's quiet. His hair is a little messy. He dresses up sometimes fancy, sometimes completely not. He seems serious. He seems like a quiet guy and kind of serious guy. Okay, now I have his Instagram, and I check his Instagram. Oh, he's like an artsy guy, and he's done things. He's done short films, okay? He has artsy Instagram stories, sometimes kind of funny. Ooh, maybe he's a little artsy. You know. Now I'm in the headspace of the third person. And now I'm trying to think, okay, the thing I'm trying to achieve is, ooh, Enoch is doing his own thing. Like, he's comfortable, and he's like, he's okay, and he's okay, and he's content with where he's at. Which is false. I'm not content with where I'm at, but if I have to make a third person think that way about me, what would I do? You know? Because right now it's almost like I am struggling desperately to find new friends, make new friends, and explore different corners of USC, which is great. But like, looking back at what happened 2 days ago with the whole APCA cruise thing, I feel a little cringe. Like, when I'm in it, I didn't feel that cringy. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's cringe. Especially when Jake was like, oh, I got you locked in on a spot. I feel like a customer at a restaurant and a chef or a waiter saying, oh, I got you locked in for a good meal or something. It felt like I'm a customer. It felt like I'm begging for, ooh, yes, meal delicious. But that's not, I don't want to do that. You know? And then I realized tons of other people like Shunbin and, you know, like, North supposedly is supposed to be part of this. I don't know. So maybe it's okay, maybe it's not okay. I don't know. But yeah, the struggle continues, I guess. The struggle really does continue. But yeah, I don't have much else to add. I don't really have much else to add. I guess I have to continue living and accepting my fate and all that shit. And hope for the best. I like that I'm a little bit like, every time I find a mysterious hidden Hong Konger at USC or at my community college, I'm like, okay, I gotta find out who this guy is or who she is. Now I'm feeling that a little bit. Now, HKSA is out of the question. Fuck HKSA. But there's a Hong Kong in APCA, and I need to find out who she is. I like that I should have these mini obsessions, these mini mysteries is what drives me. It's what keeps me going. And I would very much love that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else. I'll continue learning how to draw. Everyone knows how to draw. Everyone's like a very good drawer. Like, everyone's a very good painter for some freaking reason. Like, illustrator, animator, like John Kim made an Instagram story saying how he watched Look Back and that inspired him to draw again, and he took a photo of like a bunch of hand drawings he did, and they're all really good. Like, what the fuck? So everyone's really good at it. I started late. I'm late to the party. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do the quiz now. Hopefully I get an A or more, and yeah. Okay, time now is 8:46 a.m. on October 21st. I slept from 3:55 to 8:30 basically. Yeah, fuck. Another 4 hours of sleep, 4.5. Why? It's been 9 weeks into the semester and I'm still struggling with sleep schedule. Like, I can't. But I did sleep earlier than 4 a.m. last night, but that's not good enough. That's really not good enough. Yeah. I decided not to watch the silent film last night, and I also forgot to do the laundry. Also last night before I had dinner, I did the quiz for my animation class, and holy fucking balls, it's so difficult. Like, it's even worse than the first quiz I did. Way worse. Like, it asks you very, very trivial questions, very specific and trivial questions about the readings. That's not even on the lecture slides. I looked at the lecture slides, I had the readings opened, and I have the Wikipedia page for the film in case I forgot what happens in it. I can just refer back to the synopsis in the Wikipedia page. But no, the quiz actually asks you very trivial questions about both the film and the readings. And because I had like at least 12 or 13 tabs opened, I was so lost in the readings. It was so confusing. And also, it asks you questions that I really cannot answer. Like, I would go to one of the readings and I would do Control F to try to find a keyword. I can't even do that. Thank God my score came out to 80, which is bad, but it could have been way worse. I expected way worse. And while I was doing the quiz, Mary and somebody else downstairs were cooking and smoke alarm went off and the whole place smelled. It's like terrible. So yeah, next quiz I gotta lock in and like score a high score. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else am I gonna say. Tomorrow might be the Criterion sale day, so I'm excited for that. And I made a meme. I made a short meme for my short film, and Glenn was pretty excited about it. Glenn was like, "Oh, I'll repost it the second it comes out." And then Naja, before I even asked Naja to repost it, Naja already did something with my short film campaign, even though it's not really helping too much. But yeah, memes are fun. And I think that's it. It's gonna be another long day. I'm so tired. Yeah. Another long ass day. I'm probably gonna do the whole Trader Joe's wrap plus matcha today. I'll either go for matcha and dulce or in Starbucks. Depends on the line. I suspect the line will be extremely long in dulce.
Today, it's creating tension.
right, my champions time now is 9:50 p.m. And yeah, just came back home, washed my face and hair. Let's talk about today. Today is semi-interesting. A couple of semi-interesting things happened. First of which is I woke up and I went to school. Um, yeah, I woke up at 8:30 and then I slept back for 15 more minutes, which felt like nothing. It felt like 3 seconds. And then I woke up again at 8:45 and then I filmed a little video and I slept back for 5 more minutes and that felt like 1 second. And then it was 9 and I brushed my teeth, washed my face, changed my clothes, and I still had a little time. I dazedly walked to the bus stop. And I took the bus to school. I arrived outside of the Norris Theater. And I waited for like 20 more minutes. So surprisingly, it's not a super rushed morning. It usually is a very rushed morning. This morning isn't. And that felt very nice, even though I forgot to bring the cream puff with me. The cream puff that I bought in H Mart, the cream bun, the bun that I really wanted to eat on Monday outside of the Norris Theater. I don't know why, but the act of eating a cream bun outside, like right before class, is just, like, there's something so nice about it, you know? Last semester I did that on Thursday mornings. But it's okay because I brought a granola bar. Yeah, so that's that. So I took the class and Matt sat next to me. Everything's nice, everything's okay. Today the professor tried something different. Today the professor tried to not be the one who just keeps talking and tries to force every single person in the theater to speak, which is kind of crazy. But throughout the entire class today, he would show multiple clips, trailers, movie clips, or actually just movie clips. And he would ask us to analyze it, analyze the visuals, and analyze the narrative, and talk about how melodrama is created using these elements. And we're going to go from the first row, person by person, then the second row and the third row, and so on and so forth. So literally me and Matt were like at the very freaking front. So the TA gave us the microphones and I held the microphone and I'm like, do you want to go first? Because I really don't want to go first. And I thought it's like one person per row. I didn't know that every single person would do it. So I thought if Matt do it, then I don't need to. So Matt said something. And then I think the professor was like, oh, how about you? And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to say something. And I just randomly said, oh, I love how unrealistic it is. Like, you cannot predict, And then, yeah, I said my thing. And then the microphone went on and, like, the professor played another clip and then it went on and on. So it was semi-interesting, but also there's barely any lecture and I just did anything else. I mainly focused on rewriting the version during the class and falling asleep. Every time the professor plays a clip, I just fall asleep. And it felt very nice. I don't know why. Falling asleep at the Norris Theater feels really nice. I just really like falling asleep there. It's just very comfortable. I don't know why. It's different from falling asleep at church. Falling asleep at school in a class feels like raising a middle finger to the class and everyone around me. And there's something so nice about it. It's so mean. It's nice because it's mean, It's not nice because it's comfortable. It's nice because I'm being mean. But yeah, it went on and on and on, and everyone in this class spoke up. Leza spoke up at some point. Colin spoke up at some point. The middle-aged Spanish guy, Pau, spoke up at some point. Audrey, the Asian girl, spoke up at some point. All the characters involved are, hit. They all got hit So it's pretty interesting seeing all of these recurring characters sort of come up. And the professor went on, and we actually went over time, which was not great because um, I only have about an hour and 10 minutes to buy lunch and eat lunch, which is more than enough time, but it's just, you know. So they went over time, and the professor showed a clip from Noah's Ark in 1928, which is this crazy epic film where multiple extras drowned in the film during production, and Matt just walked up to the professor and said, "Oh, by the way, 3 people died in the film." And the professor's like, "Yeah, I know. And back in the days, a lot of people die." And so Matt and I, we just talked about that. Also, at some point, Matt's friend, who I believe is a South Asian American guy, he came in and started talking, and yeah, and they just chatted during class, even though they're sitting at the very very front row. So we walked and walked, and we walked over to Trader Joe's, and Matt bought some groceries. I bought my chicken pesto wrap, which I've been eyeing on for a little while, and yeah, and I ran into Leza again because Leza also always buys groceries at Trader Joe's. Usually. So I ran into them and then we talked a little bit. They're not wearing a mask today, so that's interesting. And then Matt showed up, and then I told Matt about the APC music video thing, which is just hilarious. And Matt was like, Why are you doing this? This is lame. This is so lame. Why are you doing this?" And then I proceeded to SCA third floor, where I had about 20 minutes to finish up lunch. Oh, I also went to Starbucks and had a pumpkin spice latte. I actually wanted matcha latte at first, but then I thought, you know what? The pumpkin spice thing, it's like seasonal, so I don't want to like miss that. I'll get latte next week, you know, at Dulce when I have more time, but not today. There's a long line outside of Dulce, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going there. Honestly, Dulce is not that expensive. I mean, yeah, it is, but also it's not that expensive. So, yeah, it is around this time when something really interesting happened. I think out of the 2 major interesting moments today, this is the first interesting moment. John L. randomly DM'd me while I was in line in Starbucks and said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what is it?" And John L. was like, "Okay, so Chapman Toho, one of the more famous and successful actors in Hong Kong in the late 90s, especially in the 2000s, still doing his stuff in the 2010s, very vocal against the Hong Kong and Chinese government, now I presume has fled to Taiwan and started his own talk show or podcast or something. Apparently the dude is coming to LA with his team to film something, and they're going to USC to film it. And somehow John L is involved, which is like random, but that's also kind of cool. And essentially, John L was like, "Okay, so I'm not a USC student anymore, so I can't guest list people. I can't guest invite people because you can't just walk into a private school unless one of the students or one of the staff or faculty sort of add you onto a guest list and you get approved to come in." And so John L is asking me to do it, which is again interesting because I know there are probably other Hong Kongers that he knows that can probably do the same. In fact, it doesn't have to be a Hong Konger who does this. Like a random Chinese person can do this too. But for some reason, John L asked me to do it, and I'm like, cool. So without hesitation. I thought about having lunch and then going to religion class, and then after class, after I get home, and then I do it. But you know what? Screw it. This is important. So while having lunch, I added everyone onto the guest list. It's 5 people, a team of 5 people, including Chapman Toe. And I asked John L, how did you how did you find out about this shoot? And John L was being a little mysterious, being a little elusive. He's like, oh, just random connections. And I'm like, okay, I see. It's a secret connection. Ooh, okay, I see what's going on here. But this is kind of crazy. So I asked John L, hey, let me know if they need help or anything. I want to, because I want to check out. I'm curious. You've told me, I know it's a little out of line for me to say something like this. Like, there's some big celebrities coming, and I want to join in. I feel a little selfish, but then who wouldn't say this? Who wouldn't say the same thing? Who wouldn't go, you know what, one of the bigger actors in Hong Kong is coming to LA, to my school, and like a friend of mine or someone I know is involved. Like, who in their sane minds wouldn't say, hey, can I join? And John L was like, yeah, you can probably come check out. So I'll ask John L about it tomorrow for any updates and see. So the shoot takes place on Wednesday, and the thing with Wednesday is that I have like 3 classes that day. But you know what? If it happens in the middle of some class, I'm just gonna skip that class. This shit is more important, dude. So hopefully it doesn't clash with a religion class, because we do have like a guest speaker on Wednesday. But this is really interesting. This is really cool. And they have to keep it low key. So for the reasons of visit, I just said tourism. Like, they're just touring. Of course I can't say film shoot, even though they are going on a film shoot. So that's extremely interesting. Okay, so that's one thing. So that's really cool, because now I've met another Hong Konger celebrity, or I will be meeting, hopefully. If not, I'm not gonna be mad, because like he's like a pretty big celebrity. But hey, you never know. That's pretty cool. That's one thing. It's funny, I recently watched Initial D from 2005, and he's in that film. Hilarious. So I went to religion class, and even though I was late, the professor was even later than me. Once again, 90 minutes of yapping, very plain, nothing happened. And then I went back home, took a bus. Thankfully, the bus immediately showed up. I went back home, and then I was in the mood for a shower. I don't know why. I just felt like taking a shower. So I took a shower, and then I had about 1.5 hours, 2 hours more to just chill. So I watched some anime, and I made dinner very fast. And the bowl is still here. I almost threw up. It's rice and then the leftover ground beef, canned vegetables, tomato paste thing, which tastes disgusting. Like, the first time I made this, it tasted good, but now it tastes disgusting. I think it's because I used the Trader Joe's tomato paste, and I didn't use the one in Ralph's. And I also feel like I'm missing some sort of ingredient, like maybe some kind of seasoning. Anyways, I finished it, and I still don't have any vegetables. I hadn't eaten any vegetables, technically. Like, if you don't count the sun-dried tomatoes and the freaking Trader Joe's wrap. So I'm gonna go boil myself some gailan, like, right after this video. And I'll have a jelly cup for dessert. So that's that. So the second interesting moment happens because I was gonna do the visual diary assignment that we have to do for the art directing class, where every single week you sort of upload a bunch of photos to Google Slides, and it's like, ooh, visual diary. It's like every week I put my visual inspirations onto a Google Slides or a Google Doc or something. And so while checking out my school Google Drive, out of curiosity, I checked the piece tracking Google Doc, which is the Google Doc or the Google spreadsheet that has all the pieces, all the articles that are to be published in the next issue of the Spotlight magazine. Two things. One is, even though Colin submitted a paper late, his paper got in nonetheless. So now I'm like left out. I wish I'd submitted something, but I didn't. But that's okay. I'll submit it again next semester, and it's going to be good next semester, even though I can only submit it once in a semester. But that's okay. But the more interesting thing is apparently a bunch of staff, editors, are randomly assigned to help edit papers. And it comes in pairs. So I thought, at first I was like, oh my god, people wrote down their names already. And then I scrolled up and I saw my own name. And I'm like, what? Or no, I didn't see my own name. I saw someone else's name. And then I saw my name beside that someone else. And I'm like, what? I didn't sign up for this. So are we randomly assigned? And that someone is Bridget, the Singaporean girl from the art history class last semester. Whoa. What? This is crazy. This is full circle moment. Because last semester I took an art history class, and I didn't befriend anyone per se, but I did have a pretty nice conversation with the Singaporean girl at the end of the semester, near the end of the semester. Or no, at the very end, very end actually. At the very end of the semester. And I've been wanting to speak to her for like a few weeks already. Because she seems like a slightly interesting person. Only slightly. Because she has a deep voice, she dresses fashionably, and she's very enthusiastic about art history. And I like seeing people who are enthusiastic about the things that they're enthusiastic about. And she told me about Spotlight. I had never heard of Spotlight before she told me. Because of her, I joined. And of course later I found out that both Matt and Colin are also part of it, and also Maisie as well. Turns out the Camsphere is not that big. Like, they're the big names. Like, Matt is a big name, Colin is a big name, Maisie is kind of a big name. Frank, I guess, maybe, but he's gone now. So that's really cool. And now I get to speak to her again. I legit thought earlier this semester, I legit had a thought that, okay, I'll probably never speak to her again. She's one of those people where you meet for one semester and they disappear for the rest of your lives. Not true. She shall return. She's a recurring character. Oh shit. So I'm looking forward to that. That's really interesting. And yeah, we'll see. So that's pretty cool. Oh my god, someone's using the fucking washer and dryer. Every night somebody uses it. I've been planning to do the laundry for like 3 days now, but I keep not being able to do it because somebody does it every single night. I believe nobody did it last night though, but I might be wrong. It's okay. Is that the dishwasher or is that the washer? Pretty sure that's the washer. It's okay. I can wait late at night. 1 a.m. I'll do it. It's okay. Desperate times, desperate measures. So yeah. Anyways, I went to art history, art directing class. I called a free lift, and the guy I'm sharing the free lift with is a guy named Franklin. And we have the same destination, so it's gotta be the Franklin, right? Went into the car, it's really him. So we talked, and he's getting more and more friendly with me. He told me he hadn't slept for a few nights because he joined this Google hacker 48-hour AI generated competition game thing. And he had sleepless nights. And at the same time, he was going to apply for an internship for Disney, but that ended up not working out because Disney randomly decided to cut the deadline off early, which is insane. So that's cool. We went into class, we're both late, but at least we arrived at the same time. And the class happened, and it's boring. I didn't pay attention at all. Nobody paid attention. And at first the AC is like broken, and then it finally got fixed for some reason, or it finally started. The other guy I met at APCA Christian, he's here. And that's pretty much it. And then near the end of the class, the professor talked about a future assignment where we have to analyze the production design of a film. And I raised my hand and said, can we pick a film ourselves? And the professor's like, no, you gotta pick it from a list I made. And I'm like, bruh. It was disappointing because I really wanted to do Ran by Kurosawa. And the professor is like, no, I want you all to pick films from the list, from my list, because I want you guys to broaden your cinematic horizons and watch films from different countries and from older times. And I'm like, bro, Ran is a Japanese period film from 1985. Like, I'm not trying to choose La La Land or something. I'm choosing something artsy, like really artsy. And then I saw the list and I'm like, oh, there's Kagemusha in it, which is literally same director, same genre, literally the same thing. So a little bit later, I looked inquisitive, and the professor's like, you look like you're about to ask something. And I'm like, oh no, it's just earlier I wanted to do a film, and then I saw in your list there's a film that's similar to the one I wanted to do, so it's okay. And the professor asked me, oh, what is it? And I'm like, oh, I wanted to do Ran, but I saw that Kagemusha is on the list. And the professor's like, oh, yeah, but Kagemusha came first. And it's older. It's like 1980 or prior. So, yeah, I guess I'm doing Kagemusha, which is going to be fun. And I believe that's it. Three more things about the future. Three more. The Criterion sale is for sure happening tomorrow, so expect me to spend $100 tomorrow buying 4 Criterions. It's probably not going to be $100. 25, 20, 20, 20, that is $85. It'll probably add up to 90 something. But yeah. Another thing is I want to do something for Halloween. And I asked Rachel, what are you going to do for Halloween? Even though deep in my heart, I already know that Rachel's going to say some shit like partying. Because Rachel loves partying and raving, even though she's not all that. But Rachel replied, partying. Do you want to join? So, The thing is, I look like shit. Like, my hair is kind of shitty right now. But hey, maybe I can still go just for fun. And the thing is, I know I may get a heart attack if I ever go to a real party. And I asked Rachel if it's like a HKSA thing, and she's like, no, it's like outside. Because HKSA is lame. Like, by outside, I'm expecting some euphoria, hardcore, cocaine orgy type deal. So you know what? Because I'm rewriting the version right now, and I need inspiration, I need to see some unholy, disturbing shit. I want to be disturbed. So there is a chance that I might go. Even though it's super out of my character. But the thing is, like, you remember how back in rounds 1, 2, and rounds 1 and 2, there's the talk of Owl Night, or like Night Owl, which is this partying secret organization, and like people like Cliff and Leslie and Pepper also know about this place, even though I'm like out of it because I'm like an old man, I'm like a boomer, so of course I wouldn't know about this. But if I do go to that Halloween party that Rachel referred to, that might be equally as mysterious and as Gaspar Noé-esque as the Night Owl party, if not even more. So I don't know. I am looking to traumatize myself because it's been a while. It's been peaceful. The last couple of months have been, in fact, the last 3-4 months, I think the last time I got a real fucking scare was when I had to move. And that's early July. But like, nothing too crazy happened since. I don't think so. So maybe this party, but then again, I can't like have too high of an expectations because what if this party falls flat? But either way, this might be something interesting to consider. Finally, tomorrow's plans. As I'm on the Criterion sale tomorrow, I need to wake up early for the ALI meeting, so I'm going to try to sleep early tonight again. Now, the original idea is that I'm going to have the ALI midterms consultation Zoom meeting over Zoom at home from 12 to 12:45. And then afterwards, I travel to USC campus, and then I meet this TA2 for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then I return home and then have lunch. Easy peasy. Now, the TA doesn't want to do that, and I understand why. It's fragmented, it's messy. So, the TA wants me to just come. So, for the Zoom meeting, instead of doing it at home, we're going to do it together in real life in person, even though we're still on Zoom. But we're going to be together in person. Which is bad news because now I have to wake up even earlier. So, I'm probably going to wake up at around 10 tomorrow. 10, brush my teeth. 10:30, maybe I'll film a mini review. 11:15-ish. I walk to school maybe. 11:45, 11:50. Perfect. Now the good news is this means this whole thing can end at 2 p.m. and I can come home and I can have a big fat lunch. That's cool. And then tomorrow night we have the animation class, which is chill, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, not much else. Not much else. The crowdfunding thing is not working. I made a YouTube community post last night and tons of people liked it. 12 people liked it, but not a single soul donated. That's fucking disappointing. I'll probably film another video tomorrow to ask people to donate. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna ask Ariel for help. I'm gonna ask my mom for help, but honestly, chances are low. Crowdfunding is too difficult. Nobody wants to pay me. Nobody wants to donate. But that's okay. At least on the bright side of things, at least I already filmed and edited the short. Like, it's already made. It's not like I have to have the money. But yeah, that's it. And also, tomorrow I actually go to Trader Joe's first before I go home because I want the pumpkin cheesecake and vegetables. Yeah, I'll see what else I need, but I probably won't buy too much. Yeah, that's it. Time now is 10:42 a.m. in the morning on October October 22nd. So my voice is a little crisp today. I see. I slept from I slept from 3:55 again, like 4 a.m. actually, to 10:40. So yeah, again, I kept not being able to sleep early. Um so um yeah, I was not that productive last night. I planned to watch 5 episodes of anime plus one film, and I ended up only watching 2 episodes of anime. Um, but you also have to realize that yesterday's a Monday, and I had 3 classes, and yeah, it's impossible to watch that much, anyways. So today I'm gonna try to watch as much as possible, catch up. If I can watch 2 films today, that would be great. Or like 3, including the one I'm gonna see in class, Sausage Party. Um. Anyways, I did the laundry yesterday, and last night I did a major oopsie. Um, and that is I did a major oopsie, and that is I washed my ear pods or earbuds, the ones I use to listen to music. That has never happened. I've accidentally washed tissue paper. Um, I've never. Fuck. So I think I'm fucking stupid. Because I always remember to take out everything in my jacket pocket or my pants pockets the moment I return home. For some reason, I forgot to do that for my jacket. And I washed my jacket last night. And I opened the door to the washing machine and I just see this black thing and I'm like, wait, what? It's the box. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So I immediately put them in rice. So 2 ear pods, one of them still turn on. One of them don't, but who knows? I put them in a box of rice. Hopefully it works again. It would be a miracle if they both still work. Um, if not, then great. I can't listen to music. But I'll just buy another one on Amazon. Thank God, this brand of earpods only costs about $17 on Amazon, which is cheap as hell. Um, but yeah, that's very fucking sad. Um, and definitely threw me off a little bit. Um, but yeah, not much else. So today I'm going to be going to meet TA2. Then I will come back home and then I'll go back out for the animation film class. And that's it for today. That's it. Um, yeah, nothing else. Maybe I'll film a review later. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm so tired. I really am. Um yeah, that's it. Also want to mention that it's a Criterion 50% off flash sale. So that's fucking awesome. Justin T DM'd me at like nearly 2 a.m. last night asking me if it's already happening, and he's really excited about this. But yeah. If only the earpods thing didn't happen, I would be happier about this. Okay, here we go. Add to cart. Add to cart. Add this to the cart as well. And boom. View cart. $84, but that's before taxes. Free shipping fee. Let's go. Okay, this is probably gonna be $90. Oh, there you go. What? Okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite short films, and I have a little bit of announcement. Long story short, I need you guys' help because a little. Hello, my Watsons. It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite short films. And today I have a wee bit of an announcement to make, and that announcement is that I need your help. So, a little bit over many months ago, earlier this year, I shot a short film called Objects in Mirror Are Closer Than They Appear. And it is the most maximalist short film I've done. So many people helped out, and a lot of effort and time and money is put into the short film. Now, I am already piss broke with the USC tuition. Hello, my Watsons. It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite short films. And today I have a little announcement to make, and that is I need your help. If you didn't know this, earlier this year in January, I shot a short film called Objects in Mirror Are Closer Than They Appear, and a lot of people helped out. A lot of time, effort, and money are put into this short film. And now I need your help to donate just a little bit of money for the Indiegogo campaign so that I can submit my short film to film festivals and join competitions. Now, if you can't donate $20, donate 10. If you can't donate 10, donate 5. If you can't donate 5, donate 1. Just a little bit is enough. I'm already piss broke, and if I have any money left, I would use that for the film festivals that I'm going to submit for my next short film that I filmed earlier this summer. So please help out. Please help your detective out. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Hello, my Watsons. It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite short films. And I have a little announcement to make. And that announcement is I need your help. So, if you didn't know this, a little bit earlier this year in January, I shot a short film called Objects in Mirror Are Closer Than They Appear. A lot of time, money, and effort are placed into this film, not just by me, but also 22 other people had helped out on this short film, which has never happened before. And on top of that, I also made a short film this summer. So I need your help to donate a little bit of money for me so that I can submit the short film to film festivals and competitions. They cost. I know that's crazy. If you can't donate $20, donate 10. If you can't donate 10, donate 5. If you can't donate 5, donate $1. A little bit of money is already good enough. So please, 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 link in the comments. Please give me a little money. Thank you very much. Oakley dokley. Time now is 11:31 p.m. It's been roughly 1 hour since I finished dinner, and I've been doing nothing but walking around. Um, And yeah, let's talk about today. Nothing too crazy happened today as expected. The first item to be discussed is my earpods, my earbuds, the music listening device right here on top of my wallet. I took it out of the box of rice, which is right here right now, and fingers crossed, I hope it works. And holy shit, it did work. But it was flimsy. So the right earbud was a little flimsy, like the light doesn't come on fully, while the left one works perfectly fine. I turned them on, I put them onto my ears, and I opened the box. The box is like kind of ruined a little bit. Like usually, there's like I don't know if it's a magnet or if it's just the hinge, but when I open the box, it closes back really easily. Now it doesn't. But I put the earbuds on. I listened to music as I walked to the bus stop, and it actually kind of worked. At first, I thought it wouldn't work. At first, it was just the left ear, but then I turned on the right one, and then they both worked. Holy fuck! After spinning and grinding in a washing machine, it still somehow worked. That is fucking madness. So yeah, that was fucking crazy. Did not see that coming. But maybe the water messed it up, or maybe it's just because it's been outside of the box overnight. It ran out of battery really fast. The left one died, and then the right side also kind of died. But there's a little hope that it's salvageable. But honestly, again, if this thing freaking dies completely, I could just buy a new one on Amazon, even though I don't want to spend 17, 18 more dollars on this, but it's not that expensive. So I went to the ALI meeting. I was 5 minutes late, but it's nothing. We went over Zoom, and then we analyzed the TA2's mini lesson, which is basically his midterms presentation, and yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, and Laysa's talking to me, and yeah, and then immediately afterwards, I directly went back home, and after I arrived home, um, I was in my room, and then I was like, fuck, I forgot to go to Trader Joe's. So yeah, I completely forgot to buy groceries. Which is silly. So honestly, it's not that big of a loss because I still have a crap ton of food. It's just that I don't have enough vegetables, and if I want to eat a pork chop tonight, I do want to pair it with a Western vegetable, like lettuce for salad, or I don't know, like spinach or something. Um, yeah. So it's okay. So I went to the bathroom, took a shower again, and used my laptop a little bit. I charged my earpods, and then at around 5:30, I left and I walked all the way to school. And yeah, um, CTCS 469 animation class. I paid more attention now because the quizzes are so difficult. I realize I have to pay even more attention in class. So today we watched Sausage Party, and it was fucking terrible. But surprisingly, right before screening, I heard a familiar voice. I looked to my right, and I saw Matt. It's Matt's voice. And Matt is here with his friend, the same friend who came to beside him in CTCS 200. And I talked to him a little bit. He doesn't seem too surprised that I'm here. I mean, obviously he's not that surprised. I'm a student here. And then he's just like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, you're here to watch that film? And he's like, yeah, why else am I here? and then he just walks away. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went back to my seat. I like watching films alone though. At least for this class. There's something kind of ethereal about like laying down, melting on my chair while having a jacket over me, or I'm wearing a jacket and I'm just like crossing my arms and crossing my legs and enjoying the show. There's something really nice about that. Um, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Like a few days ago, Matt was really friendly to me, and now Matt just seems kind of weirdly distant. And I don't know. I see Matt like leave Instagram comments on other people's posts and like post dumb things, and he's like a dumb funny guy, but at the same time he's just like, whenever I'm there, he's just like, oh, I'm high and mighty and I'm smart and very intelligent, and I don't know, I feel like I'm overthinking this, but he is an unconventional friend, if I can call him that. So anyways, at 9:10 the screening finished. I left and I immediately lifted back home. Cool beans. Had dinner, and instead of vegetables, instead of salad, because I don't have any lettuce or whatever, I just cooked cabbage and garlic, and I had that as the vegetable of the meal. And I'm gonna have an apple later. And I'm just gonna call it a day. I'll probably go to Trader Joe's tomorrow or Ralph's. So tomorrow's plans is going to be a bit weird because I'm going to skip class. I'm going to skip CTCS 191 because it's a bullshit class anyways, and also like I gain nothing from being there anyways. But most importantly, I asked John L when is it gonna happen, the shoot with Chapman Toe, and he said probably around 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I want to be there, so I'm probably gonna go to just check out the shoot. And John L gave me a thumbs up reaction, which is, I guess, a little bit reassuring, because what if I'm the selfish one? I'm not invited to the set, and I'm not invited, and I just randomly showed up. What if I'm the silly one? What if I'm the idiot here? I guess I'm not an idiot in this situation. Again, what is this inferiority complex? What is going on with my mind? What is going on with my soul? I always think of myself as a lowly worm, but maybe I should give myself a little confidence. But if my plan goes right, hopefully I get to see Chapman Toe tomorrow. Secretly take a photo of him, sneak peek, But honestly, chances are low. But it would be cool if I could see him. And hey, I'm a Hong Konger in a foreign land, same political views. I mean, come on, bro. So, and hey, you couldn't get into campus without me. I let you guys in. So, that's that. And that's great because I was worried that the Chapman Toe shoot is going to overlap with the religion class. I do really want to go to the religion class because we have a guest speaker and we'll be talking about Islam. Very interesting stuff. I know nothing about Islam. And thankfully it wasn't in the afternoon, overlapping the discussion section, because I want to hang out with Colin a little more. So, thank God. So that's the plan tomorrow. And I believe that's it. Thinking of where do I want to have lunch tomorrow. If I have a lot of time tomorrow, I may go to Northern Cafe. Yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know. And not much else. I also ordered first thing I did in the morning. So I wanted to do a review this morning. I didn't do it. Ran out of time. I, however, bought 4 Criterions. And for some reason, this times it's cheaper than the last time I did it. Last time I did it was like February, and it was like $87, but this time it's 84. But the thing is, one of the criterions I bought this time is a 4K, which is $25. So supposedly this time is even more expensive than last time, but because this time I didn't need to pay any taxes for some reason, so it's like fine. So anyways, I got Criterions. I'm super excited to receive them and expand my collection. Justin T got 7 Criterions, which is shocking. I thought he's only going to get 2, but he got 7. Parasite, In the Mood for Love. What else did he got? After Hours, Frances Ha, Uncut Gems. That's 5. Piano Teacher and Memories of Murder. And I told him there's another sale coming up. You know that, right? And he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. But I'm a little more spread out. I'm going to do 4 purchases here, 4 purchases there. So I got Bo People, Tokyo Story, Videodrome, and the Grand Budapest Hotel. And I already know what am I going to buy next. It's going to be Infernal Affairs, Touch of Zen, The Celebration, and Seven Samurai. Another thing is apparently on November 13th, Wednesday night, there's going to be an advanced screening of The Seed of the Sacred Fig at USC. The thing is, I've never received any email about it. I only found out about it by literally typing The Seed of the Sacred Fig US release. And Google told me that SC is holding an advanced screening for that film. And I'm like, holy shit. And I guess, and it went to a reservation page and I reserved and like I got it. Which is insane because I thought, those things disappear. So I guess only a small portion of people know about this screening. And it sucks that is the same day I and Colin are going to have to present discussion questions for the discussion section class. But in theory, the class ends at 5:50 if I immediately take a free lift. Oh, I can't though. It's not 6 p.m. yet. Honestly though, the Zemeckis Center is not that far. But yeah, I'll probably make it. I'll be a wee bit late, but I'll probably make it. So that's great because that saves me tons of money. Like lift money and film ticket to watch The Seed of the Sacred Fig in AMC. It saves me a lot of money. So hopefully I make it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish 1.5 films. I need to cleanse my eyes after watching that bullshit that is Sausage Party. And yeah, yay, whatever.